Hello, hello, hello! What is up, everybody? How are we tonight? Let me know how my audio is here. This is my first YouTube live stream in about a month using this setup. I also have a new background setup, as you can see. So let me know how everything sounds. Make sure it sounds good before we get into it here. How is everybody doing? Hopefully you had a good holiday weekend for my Americans in chat. Though I am told Labor Day is a holiday elsewhere as well. How are we doing? Good sound. Good to know. Good to know. Thank you all. Getting a few things pulled up here. And then we're gonna get into it. We have a pretty spicy topic. Few topics to go over here. Sorry if y'all heard the feedback there. Hey Silvar, hey Spectarticus, that's a fantastic name. Landfish, what's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? This is a super basic setup today. So, just me chatting with you guys, talking about some things, some trouble I got into it on social media. It's been a while since I got into trouble on social media, since I've been removed from Twitter. So, Matt in the chat. We are here to deny simps. We are. That is exactly what we're doing here. That is correct. So, tangentially, simps are related. This is not going to be if y'all came to my simp stream that I did quite a while ago. That's not exactly what this is, but it's going to be pretty dang close. There we go. Alrighty, hey RC, what's up? What's up? Thanks for dropping by as always. Alright, I think we're just gonna get into it, y'all. No time like the present, right? Spectarticus. Twitter, is that thing still around? That's what I hear. I wouldn't know. That's what I hear. Alright, so, folks, if you have followed me across social media throughout the years, you may or may not know I have been in a few scuffles with feminists over the years and people who are sympathetic to the feminist cause. This is not new. This has happened to me many, many times. Well, I posted a status on my Mac and Liberty Facebook page. You see on this new layout, I have my Kenzie Puff cosplay page linked. You all know if you're here, probably, that I do have a Mac and Liberty Facebook page as well, of course. And on my political Facebook, I decided to make a post of something that I've talked about with my husband, something that I've talked about with my female friends over the years, and it's something that I rang true, it seems, for quite a few people. So I want to bring it up shortly at the beginning of the stream, and then we'll get into the more spicy topics. You could say, oh, well, this is spicy. Not really. Honestly, it seemed to be a general consensus on what I said. And what I said was, to make a long story short, I made a post simply saying that I find it very strange that women in general, feminists in particular, always refer to men who like to be taken care of, for lack of a better term, who like to be nurtured, given affection, cooked for, clean. They like their, home to be clean, and to have a female companion around for that reason, to bring that more nurturing side to their life. in forms of acts of service most of the time. So like cooking, cleaning, like I said. I've always found it very, not really strange, it's not surprising, but I found it pretty disturbing that feminists, and a lot of women in particular, a lot of women who wouldn't even call themselves feminist, I have seen conservative, quote unquote, women say this sort of thing as well. I have seen them equate men wanting that with being a man child, a man baby. Oh, we've all heard women go, oh, well, he just wants a mother. Why can't he just cook and clean for himself? Well, and like RC Scott just said in the chat, I like cooking, cleaning though. Yeah, I mean, a lot of men like to cook. I'm certainly not saying men can't like to cook, or even that men don't keep a clean home, because many do. A lot of men live by themselves. But there's something different about having a feminine presence around to bring that different energy to where you live or your life. There's something different than being single. Just like for women, there is something different than there's something different about having a masculine presence consistently in your life, aside from obviously growing up with a father. There's something different about that. There's something that, as a woman myself, speaking from the having a man around perspective, you feel more stable, you feel safe, it's important. So men have the flip side of that. But no one ever calls women woman babies. This is such a silly term. No one ever calls women woman babies for wanting a man around to bring in extra income, to make her feel safe and like her home or her apartment wherever she lives is secure, or even to provide for her and her children. No one ever refers to those women who are seeking that out and will proudly proclaim, yes, I want a man who does these things. No one ever refers to them in a childish, infantile way. But they do that with men. And obviously, I've beat this horse. This is a dead horse, essentially. I've talked about this a lot, but it was very encouraging to me that I said, my original point with what I posted on my Facebook page was, it's not surprising that we hear women who are going through motherhood for the first time, or having to take care of something else, whether it be their house, whatever, on their own. It's not really surprising that we hear all these complaints of, no one prepared me for this, I wasn't told how this would go, I don't know what I'm doing. I find it interesting that the discussion never enters the prospect never enters their minds that perhaps the reason why they feel so unprepared for those things is because they have been taught, I know the culture, the broader culture at large was taught, that if you do things for a man just because you love him, because he enjoys those things, like cooking meals and things like that, then in some way you must be being oppressed, or you're treating him like it's some weird like mommy fetish or something like that. And that's not what it's about at all. As someone in the chat I saw said, it's just about feeling loved. And that it was the general consensus. The last time I checked the Facebook post that I posted got like 300 likes and a bunch of shares, and all the men that were commenting and sharing said, yeah, I know how to cook. I can cook for myself. I know how to clean. I'm not an idiot. But there's something different about having a feminine presence around and having someone around that is investing in you and doing kind things for you simply because they love you, simply because they want to take care of you. And I even pointed out in my post, maybe one of the reasons men enjoy that so much isn't just because it makes them feel loved and taken care of, and many people might screech at this, but maybe men like that sort of thing because, like a woman looks at a man who, when he's around kids, you look at the guy and he's really good with kids, and you think to yourself, oh, he's really good with kids, I bet he'd be a good dad. Maybe men look at women who are willing to cook and clean and nurture him when he's sick. You know, there's a giant meme online that, oh, men get colds and it's like they're dying, and I always have to take care of my husband because he gets a cold and I have to take care of him. Maybe they just enjoy that. And maybe they enjoy it specifically because it tells them that maybe one day you'll be very good at doing that with actual children. It's not because they're man children. It's a sign that you're a nurturing, loving person who's willing to just do things for people. No one ever talks about it the opposite. No one ever talks about it the opposite. I find this very, very, very interesting. But the broader point with this is I wanted to see what you guys thought about it. I see you guys are mostly agreeing with what the people on my post said. And it's very encouraging to see a bunch of people recognizing, and even some women commented and said, yeah, I love cooking for my man, or I only cook. One woman commented on my post and said, yeah, I only cook for people that I genuinely care about. It's a way that I show that I love the people. It's a way that I show the people I care about that I love them, my family, the man that I'm with, that sort of thing. And I think it's gross that we've gotten away from that. We can't just do things because we love someone, or not even love, a friend. Like, people cook for friends all the time. It doesn't necessarily need to be a romantic thing. But for a lot of people it is, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I think it's not really surprising that a lot of women are taken completely off by surprise and they're caught off their guard when later in life they want to suddenly become a nurturing person, and they're finding it difficult because they've been programmed their entire life to think essentially if they're nurturing someone or something aside from their dog or something, because women love that obviously, then that's bad, and they're somehow giving up some power that they have, when in fact, when you're the person that's taking care of someone and it's the nurturing presence in someone's life, you have a lot of power over them. I see people in the chat talking about their own mothers, what they did or didn't do. Mothers have a huge role in people's lives. They have a huge power over people's lives. It's the same thing with women in anyone's life. Women have a lot of power. I don't know where this came from, but I do know where it came from. Y'all know what I mean, though. Leo, I'm going to look at the chat now, guys. You guys know what I'm saying. Baron in the chat, well, my mom's a psychopath. I like to live so far away from her. She's dangerous and toxic. I'm really sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that you're removing yourself from that situation. Leo said, some of the issues that got my attention with my ex-GF were demonstrations to me that she might be a poor mother. Right. I mean, many such cases. Inquisitor Jack, I got lucky with great parents, got to see a good marriage. As a perma-bachelor, it's not that I need someone to take care of me, but I wish someone loved me enough to want to do those things. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's not like this. It's not like a needy child. That's why the term man babies bothers me so much, because it's like, well, they just want that because they never grew up. It's like, no, people love when others do nurturing, kind things for them because they want to be a person that someone will do that for. People in general love to feel loved. This isn't rocket science. I don't know. And of course, there was a woman with a I'm not even making this up. She had a septum piercing, half-shaved head, pink hair, heavy set, commented on my post and said, okay, pick me. Which, if you guys didn't know, pick me is basically a feminist insult for, the only reason you're saying this is because you're hoping a man will pick you and you're trying to impress men. Well, I mean, my husband and I have been together since I was 18 and I'm married. So, if I am a pick me, I guess it worked? I don't know, but I love that insult. Oh, the only reason a woman could not think the exact same things I think is because she must be trying to impress men. Yeah, especially when that woman's married, because that makes sense. So I thought it was funny I got the pick. It's been a while since I've been called the pick-me, honestly. I haven't been called the pick-me since I've been on Twitter. And honestly, even when I was on Twitter, I was moving away from the feminism commentary because it's so oversaturated. I think at this point, anybody who's not a crazy leftist realizes that there's a lot of issues with feminism. A lot of issues. So, like I said, I don't want to talk about that for too long. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse, but I feel like we have a consensus in the chat here. So, I'm going to move on to the next topic. Tangentially related to this, what we were just talking about. I feel as if, so within 5 minutes, I'm not exaggerating, I posted that at 10:30 Central Time last night on my Mac and Liberty Facebook page. And in less than 5 minutes, a man commented and said, while I agree that shouldn't be demonized, talking about a woman taking care of a man in certain ways, I think it should also be reciprocated. And while I don't disagree with him, like, obviously no relationship should be completely one-sided. It's a yin and yang situation. You do things for each other, different things for each other, whatever. I think it's really sad that so many men, and a lot of them are the simping types, are so brainwashed. I dealt with this a lot on Twitter specifically. I could not say anything about women having a wrong worldview or maybe getting something twisted without a man in particular. Women would do it too, but it was really sad because men would do it very often. The men would come in like this guy did on this post and say, well, it should be reciprocated. Immediately, as if to say, okay, well, but what about men? Men need to do things too, blah, 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 blah. What about the opposite gender? And I think it's very, very sad that we cannot... It's a disease. I don't know. It's a disease. I swear. People just have this disease in their brain. Maybe it's the centrist disease. I used to do this too, guys. Someone would take a position that I thought was radical, and I would be like, oh, you're just like the people on the other side that are radical. But not me. I'm enlightened. I'm middle of the road. And I feel like, oh, hey, Rolo, what's up? Rolo's in the chat. Blank slate equalism. Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. Everybody's the same, guys. We all start equally. So, if we're going to be talking about women doing something or men needing something, we have to look at the flip side of things because everybody's the same, right? It's BS. I've talked about egalitarianism bullshit so much on this channel. Like I said, beating another dead horse, but I just can't believe that that grown adults can look around and honestly believe that egalitarianism is a thing, that equality is like the highest good. Well, and of course the problem with it is, especially with male-female dynamic things, they don't actually want equality. They say they do because it makes them look good. When a guy, and I want to make it clear, like, I'm not blanket shitting on guys as a gender, okay? That gets done enough. When I talk about simps, I'm not gonna not all men it, but you guys know I do my best. Men get enough shit. I'm sincerely not trying to just blanket shit on guys, but it's a big problem, and it's something I've been accused of, pandering to these simps many, many times, which should be funny to anybody that follows me, because I'm not exaggerating when I say I would have had thousands more followers on Twitter if I didn't block people that got extra, extra creepy. The super simps. So I'm not trying to shit on guys as a gender. I'm really not. But I think it's important to bring up, it's okay. It's okay to have standards. It's okay to want things. It's okay to think you're worthy of those things. It's okay. You shouldn't need me to tell you it's okay. But if for some reason a woman saying it makes you feel a little better. Here's your sign. It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to. And I think part of it is, especially people that aren't familiar with my content, they see me saying things like that and they think I'm like fishing. I'm fishing for them to go, oh, honey, you're so right. I do want a woman to take care of me. Don't worry. I also think men should do X thing. And it's like, that's not what I want. I just sincerely was commenting on how sad it is. And for women too, because I feel like it's not helping women either to constantly be told nurturing things is bad. It's just not. It's not a good look. It's not good. I have so many friends my age. We're getting up there, okay? We're getting into the late 20s, all right? Scrambling, a lot of people to find someone, but they're struggling. It's putting ego aside a lot of the times for women because you're gassed up your entire life and told you're amazing. And the insinuation that you would do something for someone just because without them giving you anything is it's mind-blowing, evidently. I just think that's really sad. And it was really sad that it took less than 5 minutes for this guy to comment and say, okay, but what about this? And I just rolled my eyes at my phone screen. Like, you're not impressing me. You're not even impressing the women who claim that they really like simps. No, they don't. They hate you. Like, it's such a huge problem. And I know I don't help online, but which is why a lot of my content, I've switched my content. As much as I don't agree that I'm a pick-me, one of the reasons why I still comment on gender things every once in a while, but I've switched my content away from such constant commentary on feminism because it's just beating a dead horse. And people that do that do attract their own simps. I mean, I just told you guys, I blocked a bunch of simps. I'm well aware I have simps. It's whatever. It'll always be hilarious to me that random dudes on the internet are like, maybe she'll leave her husband that she's been with for 18 for me. Yeah, okay. I can't say what I want to say to that because I think I'll get banned off YouTube. Simps? No. Shrimps? Yes. You want a shrimp for Gura? You go ahead. VTubers? Sure, go ahead. But just remember there's real women behind the VTubers. But you guys know I like VTubers. I like virtual YouTubers. They're cool. Rational Mail, kick out. Oh, no, I lost it. Gotta scroll up. Where'd it go? I have my chat so small here. I'm back old. Yeah, I'm old. People get so mad when I say I'm old. But I've always been old. I've been old since I was 15. You guys know I'm a boomer. My favorite band is Styx, for God's sakes. I've always been old. Russian Mail, kick out the legs of the blank slate and social constructionism and feminism, socialism, genderism, social justice, and emotionalism come crashing down. It's true. And this is why I have switched. Not that the gender conversation isn't important, because it is. But my focus now, and that's why I've branded myself as a Hoppian finally, politically, is to point out how ridiculous it is. And actually, guys, we're getting ready to get into this when it comes to libertarianism real shortly here. That's why I've started to shift towards talking about the evils of egalitarianism and equality as the highest good, because it is disastrous. There's not another word for it. It's absolutely disastrous. Not just politically, socially, whatever. It's absolutely disastrous, and it's purposeful. It's not a whoopsies. Oh, I just thought equality was good. I didn't know that it was leading to these things. I'm not giving people that excuse of ignorance anymore. I'm really not. Ideas, not politics. LL dudes be wildin'. They really do. Like I said, I'm not here to dunk on people, but Hi Berniel said, whenever I read simp, it reminds me of some name brand store like Gap. You guys know what's sick? I bet, maybe I shouldn't say this, maybe I should just do it. I bet that if I put a hat, like a dad cap, on my store, and just put simp on it, people would buy it. That's how far down we are. All right, since we're getting to the equality conversation, I have some spicy comment. Some spicy comments were made, and we're gonna look at them as soon as I actually get them on my screen here, because y'all know me. Do I prepare for streams? No, we just fly by the seat of our pants here on this stream. What is planning? Which looks very bad considering I just called myself Hoppian, and that's not very good. That's not a demonstration of good time preference, is it? To not be prepared for my live streams. Oh, well, I'll look at the chat here while I pull this up. We're gonna get into the regime libertarian section of the stream here because yep, it's about 7:30. I got half an hour left, so I'm gonna be we're gonna go on a little bit of a rant here. Just a tiny bit, just a little rant. You guys know I've been off Twitter for a long time, so hang on, I'm trying to find my email. I had this sent to me. Oh, that's the wrong tweet. Okay, one second. So you guys may or may not know, I have been promoting and helping the guys over at hoppian.org. Here we go. All right, bear with me, y'all. Artemis, we need to put Kenzie in a burqa. Yeah, maybe I'll show up. Maybe I'll show up in a burqa to one of these. Oh, where'd that go? Rolo, your live stream runs in the Timcast time slot, but he sucks now. I mean, yeah. I mean, Tim is one. He's half a Ben Shapiro. I'm sorry. Tim's always been kind of too centrist for me. That's just that's me personally. Y'all want to go watch Timcast? You go ahead. You know my live streams are up after the fact. As always. Well, Rolo, now I know you are watching Timcast instead of me. That's alright. What am I doing here? Okay. I switched streaming programs. So, I'm a little out of practice with this. So, during the intermission here, we're going to do a little self-promoting. So, we've been talking about simps. I have joined the famous simp platform, twitch.tv. I'm going to be streaming video games, and by video games, I mean Genshin Impact for the next month. I'm going to be doing cosplay live streams over on Twitch, and a lot of people are like, wow, can't believe you went to Twitch. You said you'd never make a Twitch. Yeah, but the reason why I used to say that is because, here we go. The reason why I used to say that, I'm putting this over you guys. Here we go. Let me know if you guys can read this. The reason why I said that is because Twitch kicks people off for stupid reasons. But here I am on YouTube. And Susan could kick me off at any time for an idiotic reason, so it didn't make sense not to have another platform. So I'm on Twitch over at, you can find me at Kenzie Puff. It's pretty much my name everywhere aside from YouTube. So you guys can find me over there. Come hang out with me. I'm going to be streaming on Thursday evening, same time, 7 p.m. Central over on Twitch. I will be streaming Genshin Impact. Come hang out, watch me suck at video games. Alright, let's talk about this though. Let's talk about this. So back to it. You guys know I've been helping the guys out at hoppian.org. I think what they're doing is fantastic. They're trying to spread the ideas of Professor Hans Hermann Hoppe, which obviously I'm all about. And lately, I've been getting a lot of tweets sent to me. Like a lot of them. Like a disturbing amount of tweets sent to me just like this. Like this guy. Now, I probably don't need to tell you. Aaron here Mr. Powell is a Cato individual. Cato Institute. I regret to inform you that the Cato Institute is at it again. I regret to inform you that the regime libertarians, as Lou Rockwell calls them, they're at it again. They're at it again. So Aaron here, randomly, that's the thing. I'm thinking to myself, why are all these people, blue checks, regime libertarian, Cato reason folks, and people like them or related to them in philosophy-wise, why are all these people all of a sudden tweeting about Hans Hermann Hoppe? And then I'm like, man, I'm like patting myself on the back like, I guess the people at Hoppian.org must be doing a really good job. That's the only thing I can think. Hoppian.org just hit 3,000 followers on Twitter. Nothing to sneeze at. We've been getting, great reach on tweets and vaporwave themed stuff. And all of a sudden, these people like Mr. Powell here, are frantically making their tweets saying, oh, I don't like Hans Hermann Hoppe. He's, what did he say? I was worried this would bring the Hoppians out of the woodwork to yell at me for being a Beltway libertarian or something. His original tweet was September 6th, and he said, Hans Hermann Hoppe is a rather poor philosopher. His arguments don't stand up to scrutiny, and he's a right-wing reactionary. Why is he saying that like that's a bad thing? I'm confused. All of which make him a bad choice to try to ground libertarianism, and his fans should stop pretending they're pro-liberty. I have a message. Let me prepare myself. I have a message to anyone who is a Beltway. We now call you regime libertarians, thanks to Lou Rockwell. I love that term, regime libertarians. So you're not Beltway libertarians anymore, you're regime libertarians. So this is a message to all the regime libertarians, the Cato-tarian, reason-tarians of the world, who hate anything to do with right-wing but welcome in left-wing things for some reason, even though they pretend they're centrist somehow. My message to you all is, Hans Hermann Hoppe, Professor Hoppe, his ideas are being spread. I'm helping. We're growing by the day, and there is nothing you can do about it. We promote property rights as the foundation of libertarianism, not some side thing aside from, oh, let me do whatever I want. No. It's the core focus. We understand culture is important. All cultures are not equal, as are not all people are not equal. And we use this to build a better world, to build a world that everyone who thinks as we do can enjoy and be allowed to live in. And there is not a damn thing you can do about it. You can kick, you can scream, you can make all these tweets saying, oh, Hoppe's a terrible philosopher. All his fans need to stop pretending they're pro-liberty. And if you think that I'm going to stop calling myself a libertarian, as the philosopher Judas Priest said, you've got another thing coming. I'm not going anywhere. Hoppians aren't going anywhere. Right-wing libertarians, because libertarianism is right-wing, we aren't going anywhere. I say this as someone who used to be the cringiest, centrist lolbert ever, until I realized, why do all these people hate me? I'm a Christian. I'm a reasonable, tolerant person. Why do these people hate me? Because it's not about that. It's never been about that for people who like publications that are run by regime libertarians. It's not about that. That's never what it's been about. You know, when I was a lolbert, when I was a little baby libertarian, I used to think Why do these people get so mad when I talk about being Christian? I don't understand. And I was one of those people who was full on live and let live cringy stuff, okay? I'm willing to admit that. I'm actually, guys, if you would be interested today, I'm thinking about doing a live stream where I show my old Facebook posts from 5-6 years ago and I roast myself because there's plenty of material. And Jack, I see in the chat you said deal with traitors before external foes. Mac needs to do so. You guys know I am a huge proponent of gatekeeping. You cannot, and that's why I'm working with the guys at hopin.org. You cannot present your ideas to people without purging or creating a culture, you are not welcome here culture, as Hans Hermann Hoppe says, of people who love democracy, equality. They hold up equality as the highest good and things like that. You cannot promote a freer, actual truly free society by promoting those ideas. And in fact, we should shame people who do so. That goes with hobbies as well. Cass in the chat, gatekeep your hobbies. My constant tagline. I'm releasing a t-shirt soon. More self-promo. Shameless self-promo. I'm releasing a t-shirt soon that's like gatekeep your hobbies on it. Because I'm done. I'm really done. I've had it. I'm tired of pretending, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. Libertarianism is right-wing, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. And people like Mr. Powell here, who are saying, oh, well, Hoppians just need to stop pretending they're pro-liberty. I also have a message to everyone who is drifting away from libertarianism because they are so frustrated with people like this calling themselves libertarianism. A lot of people ask me, Mac, why do you still call yourself a libertarian? Libertarians are so cringy. They're like this guy. They're cringy. No one takes them seriously. You guys have seen me say, oh, nobody takes libertarians seriously. They're so cringy. I'm not disagreeing with the fact that they're cringy. But the reason I continue, despite saying, oh, I'm a Hoppian, I'm right-wing now, the reason why I continue to call myself a libertarian isn't because I want to be associated with people like this. It's because I know for a fact there are people who are kind of bordering. They were libertarian. They're drifting towards more, in favor of more tyrannical forms of government. Let's just put it that way. I have had conversations with people where they go, you know, libertarians are really cringy, but people like you and the guys at hopin.org make me second guess and think that you guys are actually worth speaking to and worth allying with. And that's very important to me. So I'm looking at the cringe libertarians, the regime libertarians that bend over backwards to be impressive to people that hate them and try to kick out people who are more a right wing, who actually respect property rights and actually talk about property rights. Because here's another thing. This guy, Mr. Powell, is associated with libertarian.org. And his original tweet here, September 6th, he responded an article from libertarianism.org explaining what libertarianism is. And there was not a single mention of private property rights in the whole article. The closest the article comes to it, explaining what libertarianism is, was it mentioned bodily autonomy and owning yourself and your property is important. And then it went into the whole live life however you want, an experiment spiel that they always give. It's insanity. I'm not going to stop calling myself a libertarian. I will not. Am I right-wing? Yes. Am I Hoppian? Yes. I finally came out of the Hoppian closet. I have a video on my channel where people were quite angry with me over because it was very clickbaity. I'm not going to stop calling myself libertarian. You know why? Because people like this guy They want me to stop calling myself libertarian because they know that the tide is changing. People are tired. People are tired of wishy-washy, regime-worshipping, limp noodle libertarians who are too scared to even talk about property rights as a foundation, the foundation of libertarianism, because somebody might call us racist. I'm not scared, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to stop. Cam, welcome to the chat, says, I won't stop either. No need to cede ground to these clowns. Absolutely. Nope. Sorry. I'm pro-liberty. In fact, it's the most realistic version. And in fact, what you're promoting is going to erode the liberty of everyone, and we're going to have nothing left. So no, I'm not going to cede ground to you. I'm not going to stop calling myself pro-liberty because I appreciate Hans Hermann Hoppe. I'm not going to stop calling myself libertarian because I think late Rothbard was right. I'm not. Cryo, sup Kenzie? Hey, what's up? Good Tom King, last time you were in here, you just tried to argue with me, so I'm just gonna ignore you. Baron, never stop calling yourself libertarian. I'm so proud to be libertarian fighting against the socialist Venezuelan regime. Don't stop, never. Oh, we have a Venezuelan in here. Luke, I support gatekeeping, but there's a difference between gatekeeping and censorship. Expand on that. All we can do, I've done streams on gatekeeping before. Inquisitor Jack, make subverters abandon our labels. And yeah, oh, you're talking about a game in the chat. Yeah, we have to ask ourselves, guys. At what point do we stop moving to different labels every time subversion begins? Call myself libertarian. It's subverted by left-leaning people. Okay, I'll call myself anarcho-capitalist. Subverted by left-leaning people. People think I'm a joke. Okay, stop calling myself anarcho-capitalist. Call myself a Hoppian. Subverted by a bunch of weirdos who are calling themselves Hoppian, but like, I don't even want to get into it. What am I supposed to do? No, screw you. I'm standing my ground. I'm going to continue to call myself pro-liberty because I am. Because I am anti-egalitarian. Because I am anti-state. Another funny thing, I don't know about Mr. Powell here, but another funny thing about people who call Hoppians in particular, and Hans Hermann Hoppe, an authoritarian. Something that happened recently, the LP made a Facebook post, and me, because I was doing a little rabble-rousing, I decided to comment on the post and say, this is why the Libertarian Party is a joke. And the number of comments I got in response to me, my branding across social media is black and yellow, the anarcho-capitalist flag colors. You see it in my background here, my profile picture on YouTube here, the chibi cartoon version of myself with the ANCAP flag behind me, that is my picture on Facebook as well. And people were responding to me on this Libertarian Party page saying that I sound authoritarian and that libertarians don't support authority. And that is the biggest... It's incredible to me. I am not anti-authoritarian. I am anti-tyranny and I am anti-state. I am not anti-authoritarian. Authority is not only good, but it is necessary for society. I am not anti-authoritarian. I had a fantastic father. Why would I be anti-authoritarian? You know, when people used to tell me, oh, libertarians, they're just libertarian because they're mad at their dad. They're mad at their parents. I used to get really angry at those people because I was projecting my own experience and saying, no, I had great parents. I'm libertarian because I'm anti-tyrannical regimes and all of this. But now, the more I speak to left libertarians in particular, I think it's actually true. Because there is nothing wrong with authority as a concept. I think we have been duped. I think that's definitely a part of the subversion, was to change the language from anti-tyranny and anti-state to anti-authoritarian. Even authoritarian as a term, I'm not going to tell you authoritarian people don't exist, but using authority as the root word, I don't like it. I think that's a form of subversion to try to get you to meme yourself into thinking anyone in any position of power is bad and doesn't deserve to be there. That is not libertarianism. That's why I like Hans Hermann Hoppe so much. There is a natural order that reveals itself. It's human nature. It's nature in general. Things are hierarchical. There will always be leaders, and there will always be followers. If you brand yourself as anti-authority, you put yourself in the position to try to argue to tear all kinds of authority down in society. And what does that leave you open to? Ask yourself that question. It's insidious, it's sick, and it doesn't make any sense. I'm not anti-authority. Authority is very good. We need it for healthy, strong societies that actually survive. Unless, of course, you don't want a strong society that survives, in which case, keep calling yourself anti-authority and say you hate authority. That's fine, I guess. But I'm certainly not going to do that. And I'm not going to stop calling myself pro-liberty because I believe in hierarchies. And I think egalitarianism is a revolt against human nature, just like Murray Rothbard. You're not going to get me to stop calling myself libertarian. You move. I'm not. Simple as. Simple math. Luke in the chat said, the culture has influenced society on a false definition of anarchy. Yeah, that's a whole nother live stream, the connotations that come with anarchy. Silvar, messing with definitions and moving goalposts to cause confusion is SOP for subversives. Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, though. Which is why I'm not going to stop calling myself libertarian. I'm not going to do it. Hey, ANCAP Adam, what's up? Nice profile picture there, buddy. Quizzer Jack, accountability with authority exercised to uphold the responsibilities of the leader. Artemis, is the anarcho-libertarianism page on Facebook still infiltrated? If I recall, that page is full of BLM tapes. I wouldn't know. I left libertarian groups on Facebook a long time ago because I realized that they were they're gone, like, for the most part. They're taken over. Death in the YouTube chat. Aaron does not surprise me. He ran cover for the BLM riots last year. Of course he did. Why would he not? Cass is singing Black and Yellow in the YouTube chat. Cam, kind of like Rothbardians that dismiss all of his later work as racist. Yeah, if someone looks at you, I learned this very quickly. When I actually started reading Rothbard and Hoppe and all these guys seriously, I would run into people saying, Rothbard's great, but not late Rothbard. That he was later in his life, when he became a more developed human, he was not good on things that he said, and we reject those things. And I thought to myself, okay, generally as people get older, they parse out things that they may have believed when they were younger that they now believe were foolish. So why would late Rothbard be worse than early Rothbard? Just that never made sense to me. So I learned very quickly, anybody who looks at you or responds to something you say about Rothbard and goes, yeah, well, I don't like late Rothbard. Run, block, do whatever. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. Oh, Cryos, you're Venezuelan too. Welcome. Welcome, my Venezuelans. Yiz! Good evening. Just checking PooTube before bed. Saw your live, wanted to hop in and send love. Thank you, Yiz. Guys, if you have not, check out Yiz's content. Yiz is mainly on Odyssey as a platform, which I myself still need to get on. I've been procrastinating on that. Go check out her stuff. Great. Her morning walk series is fantastic. One of my favorites. Been doing the Bible verses lately. I'm really digging it. Really great content on white positivity, which we obviously support on this YouTube channel. Thanks for stopping by, Iz. Luke said, oh, you're responding. Artemis said it's for a comic, but I might do a game stretch goal. Silvar, the people who hate late Rothbard also hate late Orwell. Man, you guys are having some sub conversations. Artemis, favorite Roman emperor, Kenzie? It's gotta be Marcus Aurelius. Have a good night, Yiz. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, wow, did I actually end my rant on time? Colin, paleo-libertarian monarchism, epic or no? I dig the paleo-libertarianism. I mean, I'm sympathetic with monarchists. I understand the argument, but I can't call myself a monarchist. Colton said, Mac, don't you know that people are amazing, smart, and wise until they hit the age of 35 and then they go senile? Yeah, that's what I hear. Man, I don't have much time left then, do I? I better hurry up. Yeah, guys, TLDR. TLDR of this live stream is, don't buy into the meme from regime libertarians that you shouldn't call yourself libertarian anymore. Don't do it. Don't let them psyop you into leaving libertarianism. That's what they want. These, literally, look, they're saying, leave libertarianism. Stop calling yourself pro-liberty if you agree with Hans Hermann Hoppe. Leave. No. No. Not happening. Don't do it. Don't buy into the memes. I'm not 34. Cam, are you following the LP drama? What are you referring to? There's always drama with the LP. Probably not, but... And Kev Adams said the only ones who don't like calling themselves libertarians are the ones who hate Tom Woods and Ron Paul. I partially agree with you, but I also have seen a lot of right-wing people that don't want to call themselves libertarian because they don't want to be associated with progressives that actually really like people like Ron Paul and Tom Woods, but they're scared to be associated with the progressives, and so they don't want to call themselves that. I get what you're saying, though. For posterity, is this basically the progressive / commies, or are they just lulberts? Lulberts. Le Pluram said, are there some people who rep Hapa but are obviously subversive anyway? Think you alluded to it in passing earlier. Yes, I mean, I have absolutely, guys, come on. There's femboy Hoppians. Don't make me talk about the femboys again, okay? That makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. Come on. There are absolutely subversive people that call themselves Hoppians, and here's the thing. The more popular something gets, the more notoriety something gets. Or the more niche something gets, I should say. Because, let's be real, anarcho-capitalism isn't, not everybody knows what it is, but it makes them feel important and special. And my theory with those types is, it's not special to call themselves, like, LGBTQ plus anymore or something like that. So they're calling themselves Hoppian as almost a replacement to feel special. So yeah, there's a subversive problem as well. That's why we need to gatekeep. Get on board. Get on board. Cam said now we're gonna, they kicked out the secretary and the guys in the mean words that violate the NAP. Are you talking about, Karen? Is that her name? Pink hair lady? I'm so sorry, I just call her Pink hair lady. Karen Ann? Is that her name? If that's who you're talking about, I've been vaguely following it, but I don't give a damn about the LP. And Kev Adams said, speaking of lulberts, when are we getting that lulbert shirt from Hoppian? I need to add it to my wardrobe. I'll check in with them. Keep an eye on the social media. Hoppian.org's dropping some new t-shirts soon. Cam said, yeah, Karen and Harlos. Yeah, honestly, I don't keep up with that. And Kev Adams said, oh, are you enjoying watching Netflix ruin anime with live-action versions of Cowboy Bebop and One Piece? I've never been into Cowboy Bebop, but you guys don't know how mad I am about the One Piece live-action, because what do we know about One Piece? Nami has red hair. What do we know happens to red-haired characters? I am so unironically oppressed, it's not even funny. I'm so oppressed. Why can't we just have white, red-haired characters? Why do they always turn them black? You know, they're going to turn Nami black. I'm calling it right now. She's got red hair. She's a woman. She's going to be black. I am not happy about the One Piece live action. In fact, henceforth, I am pretending it doesn't exist. Wait until Netflix does Hunter x Hunter. I swear to God, I'm so dumb. I'm so done. It's so dumb. I'm done. Here's what people. Okay, I'm in the home stretch here. I'm gonna be on here for 10 more minutes, guys. Okay, so get your questions in now, and I'll see you all Thursday over on Twitch. All right. Here's what no one wants to talk about when it comes to live action adaptations of anime. The reason anime is enjoyable, a large part of the reason why I find anime enjoyable, is because when it comes to animation, you are able to portray things and do things that do not by their very nature, translate well to live action form with real people. There is something special about the medium of anime. They can do things that they cannot do in the movies without really terrible looking CGI. And that's okay. Just because I like an anime doesn't mean it needs to become a live action so I can obsess over it more. I've talked about this before on my channel, but I am a person who, I am okay with things ending. Not everything needs to be continued forever. I know that's kind of funny because we were just talking about One Piece. I don't want live action versions of anime. If I want to watch the anime, I'll watch the anime. A lot of books do not translate well to movies. A lot of anime will never translate well to live action. Same with vice versa. If you translate different mediums back and forth with each other, it doesn't work. That's okay. We can enjoy them in the medium that they are originally in. Period. I have no desire. I am not that obsessed with anything that I think it needs to go on forever. Example, if you guys know, I love the X-Files. I have not watched the quote-unquote new seasons of the X-Files. If I want to watch the X-Files, I will go back and watch the original seasons of the X-Files. If I want to rewatch an anime, I will go rewatch that anime. If I want to reread a book and have that experience again, I won't hope that a movie comes out from that book. I will reread the book. For posterity, what's a good anime to watch? I want to get into a good anime, something maybe on the more creepy or violent side. I would recommend to you Parasite. I would also recommend to you maybe a Tokyo Ghoul. I haven't personally watched that one though. If something I watched that's kind of creepy, spooky, sort of violent, Parasite was very good. Hellsing, yeah, that's probably a good recommendation. Hellsing Ultimate. Colton said, sorry, Mac, anime is cartoons and cartoons are for children. I need to be manly and not immature to have a wife, so I can't watch anime. Yeah, like my husband doesn't exist. He's obviously really immature, so obviously you can't watch anime or like anime. Or build, how many Gunpla are up there? What do you think? Like 40? That would be immature, right? You can't get a wife building Gunpla. Colton, stop trolling me. Chainsaw Man. Berserk. Bah. Castlevania, guys, I talked about Castlevania. Honestly, Castlevania was really enjoyable. Castlevania is also very violent. I usually don't do violent stuff. Castlevania is very good. It's on Netflix if you can deal with Netflix. It's actually fairly good. The Gundams aren't mine. No, that's my husband. Well, I have two. I have a little chibi ones. I build little kits, but I'm not very good at it. Josh said, quickly got through the Libertarian talk to get to the real important talk of anime. We always end up with anime on this channel. It's okay. I got to my topics that I wanted to talk about. Oh, my husband would like you to know that he has pre-ordered another Gunpla. It will be displayed shortly. Well, no. When's it come out? January? Not till January. Don't you have some other ones coming though? Hey, come here, Chitty. Chili, come here. Come here. Pup time? How about pup time, guys? This is my new puppy, Chili. What do we think? Thank you. Yes, thank you. Chili? When will the gunplay end? When will the gunplay end? Never. The gunplay will never end. Good Tom King, did you seriously censor me from the chat? I have not touched my chat, dude. If I wanted to censor you from the chat, I would ban you. I haven't done anything. I literally did nothing. Yeah, YouTube frequently hides people. Where's Cheese? Where's Cheese? You are annoying, though. But no, I didn't hide you. You want me to be honest? No, I didn't hide you, though. I don't care. Say what you want to say. I'll just ignore you if I don't want to. I don't have to ban you from my chat. But yeah, YouTube, if you don't, YouTube frequently hides people from my chats. Not just you. Where's Cheese? I don't know. I think Cheese is outside. This is Chili, though. This is her new sister. There's two, yeah. Cheese! I think Cheese is outside. I'll have my husband bring her in here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, she wants down. She doesn't like to be held. Chili and Cheese are their names. They are miniature dachshunds if you're new to the channel. Don't pee on my floor, okay? Wife got me started with Smug Scotty said, wife got me started with Inuyasha. Death Note's probably my favorite. I'm not a big fan of Death Note. I haven't watched it though. It just doesn't seem like something I'd be into. Baron said, I'm a super fan of the X-Files. It's the most incredible series in history, according to me. Ha ha ha, sure. I have seen Molyneux's ducks. Oh, the ducks are so cute. He's like Tony Soprano. Guys, I've been watching The Sopranos. Ugh, Dragon Maid's a terrible anime. Don't recommend that to people in my chat. Kick you out. What are you doing? What are you eating down there? Cheese! Alright. My husband will bring forth the cheese. Luke Molyneux is still on Facebook somehow. They just want to see cheese. They love chili, but they also want to see the cheese. Yay! Here she is. Here she is. This is Cheese. Chili's big sister. Not much bigger. So, Cheese is 8 pounds. Chili, that you just saw, the puppy, is 4.8 pounds. She is, big. She's gonna be a biggin. And she's just vibes. She loves to hang out with me, right, Cheese? Here's the cheese. You guys haven't seen me for a month, so I owe you the cheese. The big cheese, right? The big cheese? Yeah, so, here she goes. Go on. So, I've been watching The Sopranos. I have seen Molyneux's pictures of the ducks. He's just like Tony. Loves the ducks. Chili and cheese is a good combination. They're chili cheese dogs. Alright. Alright, guys. So, wrap up announcements. I want to thank all of you for coming out tonight. Thank you so much. You guys want to know the easiest way to know if I'm going to be streaming. So, my schedule right now is Tuesday evenings, 7 p.m. I will always be streaming here on YouTube at least once a week. My live streams will stay up on my YouTube channel. I will upload them, or they automatically will upload to my channel after the fact. So if you just hopped in and you missed my rants, you can go back and watch. I'll put timestamps on the video so you know what I talked about when. Then Thursday evenings, I'm going to be streaming Genshin Impact for the rest of September over on Twitch. I plan to do 2 Twitch streams a week. Thursday night for sure. Oh, the dogs are being dogs. Thursday night for sure, 7 p.m. Central Time, same time. I'm going to be streaming over on Twitch. I'm going to do cosplay streams probably over on Twitch occasionally. If you guys want to come hang out with me and cosplay, watch me be really bad at video games, that's where I'll be at. All of the links are in the description of this video, my Twitch, anywhere else you can find me, of course. And guys, if you want to stay updated, the easiest way to do that is to join my public Telegram channel. For those of you who don't know, Telegram is just essentially an app that's like Discord, but without the grooming. So you should join my public Telegram channel if you want to know when I'm going to be streaming. I always I'm going to be pinning my next stream in my Telegram chat. I will also try to post on the community tab of my YouTube channel here. So if you want to know if I'm streaming over on Twitch, just go look at the community tab of my YouTube channel. Obviously, if you're subscribed, and it'll say, hey, I'm live now on Twitch. So you can check that out too. Telegram's an app. Anybody can download it. Yeah, it's encrypted. It's an encrypted chat app. I prefer it. It's very user-friendly, obviously. You guys know I'm a boomer. So, you can catch me Tuesday evenings here, 7 p.m. Central Time. You can catch me Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. Central Time over on Twitch. I am going to be doing bonus streams. Like, if I just feel like streaming, I'm just going to be doing it over on Twitch, just hanging out playing video games with you guys. And I'm going to stay there as long as they'll allow me to be there. So, I may be doing extra streams on Twitch. I don't know. As far as what I'm playing over on Twitch, it'll be Genshin Impact. I do have Fallout New Vegas, but I'm going to be taking a break from Fallout New Vegas. I'm so sorry, Artemis, because I am doing a special event for MiHoYo, the company that is creating Genshin Impact, the game. They are giving out rewards for people that stream Genshin Impact over on Twitch. So, it's just going to be exclusively Genshin Impact over on Twitch for now, which if you're not into, that's fine. I chat with you guys the whole time I play as well. You don't necessarily have to join just to watch me play video games. Colton said delete those community posts afterwards. I don't think you're allowed to make posts just for the purpose of telling people to go to another website. Oh, well. Alright. That's why everybody should join the Telegram. Or you guys can just turn notifications on for Twitch and YouTube and you'll know when I'm streaming. Maybe. I don't know. Sometimes they send out notifications. Sometimes they don't. Alright. Everybody have a good night. Thank you guys so much. I know it's been a month. You'll see me here every Tuesday night. And hey, I would just like to point out, I was only 3 minutes late tonight. I'm just saying. Alright, 7 p.m. Central Time, y'all. I may throw in an afternoon stream for my overseas followers. I know not everybody can make it to these streams, and sometimes it's really late at night for you guys, but you can always come back and watch my live streams. Look forward to more content. Going to be doing cosplay streams over on Twitch, and I look forward to seeing you guys again, chatting with you guys regularly again. Really missed you guys over the past month, so thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for the awesome discussion tonight. We actually had pretty much 20 people watching the whole time, which is a lot more than I usually get, and I look forward to consistently streaming for you guys again. Thank you so much. Everybody have a great week. And hopefully, maybe, I'll see you guys over on my Twitch at Kenzie Puff Thursday evening, same time, 7 p.m. Central Time. Until then, everybody stay comfy. Artemis, I've already done my Gora cosplay. What are you talking about? Trying to get it in at the end there. Yeah, my Gora cosplay's up on my Instagram. It's in links in the description down below if you want to see Gora. Alright. Everybody have a great night. Thank you guys again, as always, for stopping by. Appreciate you guys. And I'll see you guys next time.